Good evening, everyone. Dadman Walking 55. And yes, I still have a voice. Going live impromptu for a chill chat tonight because it's a big night in college football. It's actually, yes, I've given football a break for a while. Just maybe we'll try to do some stuff with the NFL coming up in the next few weeks with the play ball coming up. But Alabama is playing Michigan in the first of the playoff games in the college football championship. And Alabama is, wow. First down to Alabama to the 4-yard line. Wow. Woo. Alabama's down 7 points. Michigan leads 27-20 with the game on the line. No tomorrow. The winner goes to the college football championship game. But hey, I am really on the multitasking thing right now. Going live because I wanted to make sure I was live as this game is ending it. So it's very, really, really good. So, I'm getting tweets and stuff out. But hey, we got all right. Wes Cagle, Santa Megatron. Howdy, my friend. Wes Cagle, good to see y'all. Lemon Pie, good evening. Hey, yes, some great familiar faces. Yeah, it looked like the Alabama player got his knee bent back on him on that play. Actually, many times those type of plays, they drop the football, but the kid held on to it. Go figure. So, all right. Well, we got 5 of y'all here. I am multitasking, get stuff done. I have no agenda tonight. I am going to talk some football because I'm way behind on football a little bit, but we can talk news, funny stuff. If there's stuff in the world, throw it out there. If there's topics y'all might want to talk about, let's just chill and have a conversation. I will probably play a game at some point. I'm not sure. It depends if I'll do the train game or if I will do the ticket, which is Ticket to Ride, or if I'll go ahead and start a Accent Allies match tonight. I have not decided yet. Right now, I am actually working on getting stuff out. Okay, let's see. So send something. All right. So we will do that. Alabama, no, they still are dealing with injured player on the field. So you know how that goes. So, my goodness. But hey, this is really a good game though to start off the playoff games. We'll take a look at the ball games in just a second, and we'll get things going. And folks, don't run off because I'll talk a little bit of football. We'll make it fun. Maybe we can figure out how to make Green Lantern into football, right, Stunning? Or we can talk Focky, or we can do all kinds of different stuff we had. Yep. Just wanted to come live again tonight. Yes, yesterday we had the big long fiesta of, we made about almost 20 of the time zones. We almost made it, but ran out of gas at the end. But we had great people like Stunning was there quite a lot the day. Lemon Pie and West Cagle, I know I saw y'all at times. Thank you for all the support. We ended up, after YouTube did its normal purging after the stream, we still ended up with a net of 8 new subscribers on the YouTube side, which is really, really cool. We're now at 546. We will be at 550 again very soon. But again, thank you guys for the support and for being there. Really, like I said, what I'm waiting on is to see when they return to action in this game. I'm going to turn the emote only off over on Twitch, so we will be on the Twitch side also. So feel free to follow us over there, comment there, and things like this. So, oh man. Well, let's put it this way. I thought Alabama got a first down. They did not. We got a 4th and goal play. So, folks, this is the season. This is the game right here. 4th and goal from about the 3-yard line for Alabama. No, he didn't. Wow, Michigan wins. Michigan wins. I think the Bama quarterback rushed that play a little bit too fast, but yeah. Wow. No SEC team will be in the national championship this season, which is a lot. I mean, well, we can look at that, folks, as we did. All my tweets are out. Well, let's go ahead and we'll look at that. And like I said, we'll get to a game up here very soon. Let me go ahead and bring this up. So, all right. So, how are you guys doing tonight? How's the holidays treating you? Are y'all ready? Did y'all recover from New Year's night? Did y'all do anything special? I know Stunning stayed home, was with us a lot, and things like that. So, let's see. I want to see about looking at this to get some perspective on this. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Stunning. Oi. Let's go. What's up? Lemon pie. Well, I think the Guy Gardner's Green Lantern was a jock in the comics. Okay, that's cool. And hey, Buck Rogers, remember our show that we talk about on Friday nights? Buck Rogers was a football player. Oh, so yeah, so it kind of works. We can do that. Last Son of K, go Big Blue. Well, they won. I will say boo because I'm a Southeastern Conference football snob. Hopefully, y'all can go back and look at my football streams from this year. They're, I focus on the Southeastern Conference, but hey, you never know. Tonight, the game's between Texas and Washington. The people in Austin, will they rally up and win, or will it be the Great Northwest? Which could be a few. What we could actually have is a future Big Ten matchup. If Washington wins tonight, they will face Michigan. Go figures. Washington out of the Pac-12, but moving to the Big Ten next year. And hell do you. So Guy Gardner is basically me if I became a Green Lantern. He's a total jackass. You are not a total jackass. You just want attention. There's a difference, though. You're our kind of jackass. Like the Major said in Die Hard 2, He knew McClane was an ass, but he was our kind of asshole. So, but let's see this with the football championship history. Oh gosh. Yes, I think our friend JT Kirk would absolutely agree with you on that. As long as it's not the Ohio State. What other university calls itself the? Like the. I don't know. Very presumptuous, my friend. Very presumptuous. And I think that's something that could be really, really. All right. Well, here, let's bring this up here. Give me 1 second. I need to get some water. I think I'm feeling it in my throat. Give me 1 second. We'll be back. Ba 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 da ba ba. There's the whole music. Oh, I usually call it Virginia. Oh my God, stunning! Really? We're not even 10 minutes in. Oh, man. All right. All right, I'm back that quickly. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Last Son of K. I got to see if we talk a little sports tonight, I got to see if JT Kirk is around. That is a great statement. The Buckeye is a hairless nut. Great mascot. Wow. No, not one of the state universities. It's Florida State University. It's University of Florida, University of Miami, University of Central Florida. Now there could be the something, but not like. No, it's not like one of the state schools like the University of Florida, or the Florida State University. If there is, then I'm not sure which one that is. Oh, the U. Well, okay. Yep. All right. But see, it's not like Ohio State. In the context where Ohio State is used, it's Ohio State University. But their fans throw in the Ohio State University. Whereas the U goes back into the 1980s when they were under Jimmy Johnson. We started with Howard Schnellenberger. They grew, they got bigger and badder, nastier under Jimmy Johnson, and so they just shortened they to the U because their teams were so good for so long, and really dominated a lot of college football, intimidated a lot of people. So they just shortened it to the U instead of Miami. But it's not like they say the University of Miami. So, hey, it's okay. I'm a Southeastern Conference snob, so exactly. So it's all good. I tell you, Bama. I that last play though, that quarterback, I I don't know. Looks like one of the tackles missed a block too. I don't know. I don't know. I think the quarterback ran the wrong hole on that one. And he may have rushed the play a little bit too earlier. Exactly. Let's see. You're right in that case. Rutgers is the State University of New Jersey. So, hey, Padawannabe. Hey, Dad Man Fathers College. I'm curious. Have you watched the Key and Peele skits on the East-West Conference Championships? They go through the rosters and give a bunch of funny ethnic names. Oh, if that's on YouTube. No, I have not. I've not seen this. I'll be honest, Padawannabe, after the Gators season ended and after the SEC championship, and we did the college football conference championship, December just got so busy. I just took a break from football a bit. I'm probably going to start to look to ramp it up as the NFL season winds down. I've got a few people that can come talk some football, and we'll probably focus on the NFL on the way for a few weeks. But no, I didn't. I'll have to take a look at that. But thanks for being here. Yeah, I know it's a stupid keyboard. It always happens. All right, but let's look at this real quick. This will tell you the dominance of the SEC here. So we got, let's see, we're going to add to this to the stage here. The last number of dating all the way back to 20. Oh my God. Look. Wow. Texas under Vic Young won the championship in 2005. Since then, Florida, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. In the last 17 championships, only 3 have been outside the SEC. Twice it was Clemson, and once it was Ohio State. So, but it started in 2006 with Florida, LSU, Florida again, Alabama, Auburn, Alabama, then FSU. Well, 4. It'll be 4. Florida State, Ohio State, Alabama, then Clemson, then Alabama, then Clemson again, LSU, Alabama, Georgia twice. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers record that has existed since the 1930s still remains as the only college team to three-peat back to back to back. Georgia had a shot, but did not get into it this year. All right, I will have to look at that. Key and Peele. Okay, I'll have to look at that. So, it's I was almost as good as bad as Seattle losing to New England with an interception on the goal line. Yes, that is such a famous play. Everybody talks about that stupid play. That is just amazing that people still talk about that. But yeah, it was, why didn't you run the football? You've done it all year. You're running effectively. And then all of a sudden, boom. So we got that. So, all right. So we're going here live now. Thank y'all for being here. Share it out, tweet it out. Almost. Yeah, almost. Yeah. Have y'all noticed the keyboards that like to attack us these days? They don't ever put the stuff out there the way we really, really want to put it. So that is the first thing that I had with this. And like I said, this is really going to be a kind of a, we're going to be over the place with this a little bit. Then I'll play a game. Any topics out there? Thank you for sharing that, there, Padawannabe. That's kind of cool to see that. That would be very. I can't wait to see that because that looks like it would be fun to listen to. So, yeah. So, all right. So, looking at the news, yeah, there's not much of the big headlines. So, oh boy, yeah. All right. Let me I'm going to take a look at the bowl games that we've had also this far. That's sorry. I'm trying to get to the list of them that gives us the best thing with it. Scores. All right. Well, let's take a look at some of the bowl games here. We got them down here. We will go through the Liberty Bowl. Well, the Fiesta Bowl. See, this is where people have a problem with the little teams getting in. You see, Liberty comes in. It's like Cincinnati a few years ago getting crushed by Alabama, but Liberty comes in 13-1. It's just not even. This is a horrible bowl game. Oregon just went batshit crazy on them. Wins 45-6. In the ReliaQuest Bowl, LSU beats Wisconsin 35-31, capping a disappointing season for LSU, who thought they were going to challenge again in the West. The Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. That's a great place for the University of Tennessee. University of Tennessee, Steve Spurrier, the old Gator coach, head ball coach, used to say, you can't spell citrus without UT. Back when college football was so good. So, yep. Oh, because I think it was Marshawn Lynch was the running back, wasn't it? Yeah. So Wilson could be the Super Bowl MVP. Yeah. It made no sense. Everybody said it made no sense. They were second down and they had time, but then they threw the ball. But absolutely understand that. So we yes, okay. Exactly. All right. So, hey, you know what? I tell you, especially, it's been a little while since I've done a lot of sports, but as we've had more new subscribers, I tell you, we'll probably start to do more sports again, and, especially if there's interest in there. But tonight, I'm kind of hitting a bunch of different things. If there's topics you want to talk about that we can talk about on YouTube or something funny, let me know, and we might take a look at it. In the Myrtle Beach Bowl, Ohio beats Georgia Southern 41-21. In the Cricket Celebration Bowl, which is between historically black colleges and universities, Florida A&M caps a 12-1 season by beating Howard 30-26. The Arnell Carriers New Orleans Bowl, Jacksonville State beats Louisiana 34-31. Folks, these days, there are bowl games and teams of bowl games that would have never been in there 20 years ago. Just believe me and stuff. He's a cheerleader, yes. A delegator. He's not a football coach. He's a delegator or a cheerleader. All right. What? You guys feel free to opine on some of these funny ass names of some of these bowl games. The Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl. Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl. Appalachian State wins 13-9. And then in the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl, Fresno State crushes New Mexico State 37-10. Wow, New Mexico State played 15 games this year. They did go on the road and beat a SEC team, Auburn, though. They did do that. Then the the Starco Brands LA Bowl, UCLA beats Boise State 35-22. This is one that I think a few people out that I think Wade, if this is one of those, if Wade was here, Wade, it's like Texas Tech beats California. I think this is the game he went to. The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, 34-14. And I believe Punkwaddle had told me this is the game that they had gone to also. So, hey, Corey, good to see you tonight. How are you doing? And also on the Twitch side, greetings, friends, folks. So, I think I'm going to be drinking a lot more water tonight. Yeah, after talking so much yesterday. But the TV series Coach had better bowl game names than the lesser bowl game names in the last 25. Wait till you start to see some of them. Last year, I actually did a special on bowl game names, but Now we'll see. God, we just run into it. I think we've got one of the first ones that we. I think we just ran into one of the first ones that we got. The famous Toastery Bowl. Who the hell is famous Toastery? Well, Western Kentucky beats Old Dominion 38-35 in that game. That looks like a very interesting game because Western Kentucky scored 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to tie the game at 35 to force overtime, winning on a field goal. So it's going to be just what? So the names just get better from here, folks. We got the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. And this is not in San Francisco. This is Frisco, Texas. I didn't know Frisco, Texas existed till recently. Texas San Antonio beats Marshall 35-17. The roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Wow, South Florida made a bowl game this year? Hey, they blanked Syracuse 45-0. Wow. What an interesting game. And then on the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa, Georgia Tech beats UCF 30-17. So good to see UCF getting his ass kicked and thinking they're a real team because they, in a minor conference years ago, managed to beat an SEC team here or there, and they think that they're big for football. Yeah, okay. Whatever. And folks, I will tell you, if you do like college football, one of the topics we could talk about tonight a little bit that we need to probably talk about on a discussion when I get some other people together is, what about college football bowl games? We're going to talk about that in a little bit here with something coming up that's here. Let me see. I got to send a message to somebody real quick. But hey, guys, what do you think? I mean, I sent some sports fans out there, but I do plan on trying to turn around and play a game by the end of the night by the time that we get there in a bit. So yeah, listen, okay. Corporate branding and meaningless bowl games just to pump out college football, devalue what makes exactly. That one of the biggest things of discussion was about the decision to have a playoff or start a playoff game series, is that would it make the bowl games meaningless? And what we're seeing is that very likely might be the case this day and age, that we really are in the day and age where these bowl games do not mean anything. So so and you know what? I think one of the things, and you're right exactly with that, though, one of the problems is the money that's in the sports, because what they've done is they've ended up outpricing the people, because like the cheapest ticket at a bowl game for us is like $50, and how many matchups do you want to see where you spend $50? We're going to talk about a game coming up for fans and see, do you think that they got their money's worth with the ticket? But it's in all these games. Whatever we'll be talking about will be in all these games. The 76 Birmingham Bowl, Duke beats Troy 17-10. The Camellia Bowl, Northern Illinois beats Arkansas State 21-19. In the Lockheed Armed Forces Bowl, Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, Air Force beats James Madison 31-21. Now, what's unique with this story, with this game, is that James Madison was not eligible for a bowl game this year originally, but apparently they must have applied for and gotten an emergency relief, because each year as these teams move up from lower levels to higher levels, like when they move from Division 1AA into the 1A or Championship Series to Bowl Series now, they have to sit out 2 years. They're not eligible for bowl games. But I guess there was enough public pressure where James Madison was made a bowl game. Now, of course, if you know anything about Air Force, let's look at this game stats. 10-point lead. You think, well, it's kind of respectable. A big old 3 of 5 for Air Force throwing the football, folks. You got what you got here is just wishbone offense running. Of course, they got a running back that ran for 203 yards, but that's all Air Force does. They threw the ball 5 times in the whole game. Ugh. So, but that's the only reason why that game was close, I believe. So, but anyway, let's go down here with this. We got more games here. All right. Oh, here's a great one. Of course, in Boise, Idaho, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Georgia State goes and beats Utah State 45-22. Well, Georgia State, that's another team that's up and coming. The 68 Ventures Bowl, Eastern Michigan beats South Alabama 59-10. Or South Alabama beats Eastern Michigan 59-10. And Northwestern in the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl beats Utah 14-7. Utah, the team that beat Florida at the beginning of the year, then fell off as the season progressed. What a scoring fest! 14-7. The Easy Post Hawaii Bowl, San Jose State loses to Coastal Carolina 24-14. So, and like last Sunday, Kate says, now more weaker schools wind up in meaningless bowl games for TV, corporate, and NCAA money, exposing lesser schools to national eyes, but not helping them actually get better. Exactly. So we're going to keep looking at some of these names. The Quick Lane Bowl, Minnesota beats. How the hell did Minnesota get in the bowl game with a losing record? Oh, reason why is there's so many. Here's not just that. To last son of Kate's point. Now, more weaker schools wind up in meaningless bowl games for TV, corporate, and NCAA money, exposing lesser schools to national eyes, but not helping them get better. How about that? Minnesota had to be 5-7 entering this game. Losing record moves up. In the old days, you had to be at least 500 to get to qualify for a bowl game. But what has happened is now there's so many bowl games, they are starting to allow for exemptions to allow them to pick teams with losing records to go to bowl games. So, wow. In the First Responder Bowl, sponsored by ServPro, Texas State beats Rice 45-21. In the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Kansas beats UNLV 49-36. The Holiday Bowl, Louisville plays USC. USC wins this game 42-28. The Tax Act Texas Bowl, Oklahoma State beats Texas A&M 31-23. The Military Bowl presented by Go Bowling. We first had Armed Forces. Now we have Military Bowl. Tulane loses to Virginia Tech 41-20. In the Duke's Mayo Bowl, here's one of your great names. West Virginia beats North Carolina 30-10. Let's see. And the Valero Alamo Bowl, Arizona beats Oklahoma 38-24. The Pop-Tarts Bowl, Kansas State beats NC State 28-19. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl, played in Fenway Park, Boston College wins 23-14 over SMU. Here we go. The battle of these. Yep, more bowl games means losing teams are put in just to have two teams to play. Exactly. Hello, your old toys. How are you doing tonight? So, Wes Cagle said the only bowl game I ever care about or ever did wear what I consider the Big Four: the Rose, the Cotton, the Orange, and the Sugar Bowl. Absolutely. But now they've squeezed out Cotton Bowl and kind of worked Chick-fil-A Bowl in. So, go figure. And Texas and Washington have started. Washington has the ball. It's just underway. So the battle of the State University of New Jersey, Rutgers beats the University of Miami in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. This is your bowl game, Stunning. It's the Bad Boy Mowers. So, oh my gosh. Hey, there's again the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. The Ohio State University loses 14-3. Now, what's interesting with Ohio State is, which kind of stunned me and surprised me, their quarterback all year decides to enter the transfer portal before the bowl game. Like, why? How? What? Oh, Nathaniel Peel didn't play for Missouri. Might be protecting his NFL stock. He didn't have much of a stock. But look, 10 of 24 throwing for Ohio State, 106 yards, 97 yards rushing. Definitely not the normal Ohio State team. So, also, you probably didn't have Marvin Harrison, the second player, playing. Hey, you know what? No problem with the rant. I'm telling you. No, I agree. Feel free. This is where I have, and I agree. And I'm glad you're a newer subscriber, so thank you. Because one thing I've done is a lot of college football talk, and we've talked about these issues. Go back, look at my in the last couple months, I had Culture Casino back on in November, and we talked about the business side of college football, the transfer portal, the NILs, stuff like that. College football landscape has changed, and not for the best, especially the bowl games. I mean, like I said earlier, why do I want to pay $50 to watch two teams go play? Why would I want to go watch two teams play that I have no interest in and spend $50? Maybe 20, maybe 25 if it's a good enough matchup. But why would I go do that? And they expect you to pay for this stuff and to go see it. But hey, rant's welcome. Hey, when we have a panel and we're talking about it, would love to make sure you're there. So Wes Cagle said, Rutgers managed to beat someone at least 5 minutes from New Brunswick campus is hysterical to me. And I mean their football program. Well, I will tell you what's happened with Rutgers. They did finally get back. Greg Schiano is a quarterback, as a coach that's jumped around from years to years. He brought them to power many years ago. And then I think he went to Miami. He went somewhere else, but then got fired. But basically, he's worked his way back to New Jersey and is making them respectable. They were 6-6 and then ended up 7-6 with this win. So Notre Dame crushes the Oregon State Beavers, which is why bother this game. Remember, Oregon State got crushed along with Washington State with the dismantling of the Pac-12, with all the teams going to the Big 12 or the Big 10 and some to the ACC, where it's only Washington State and Oregon State left. Oregon State this year was like Florida in their game last year, going through the motions. Not only did Oregon State lose their head coach to Michigan State in the Big Ten, they also lost their freshman transfer, their freshman quarterback, who was supposed to be the next quarterback around. He left school to go follow the coach. And guess what? The clown that came from Clemson and resurrected his career said, screw you guys in Oregon, and decided now he's transferred to FSU. It's like, you know what? That's another thing that bothers me with me. There's no loyalty on the loyalty with the players and the families either. And they're between the schools are not loyal to them either. It's a two-way street. But this thing about players don't play in the bowl games, these players, I mean, Oregon State's going to have nothing next year. Who knows what the hell they're going to have? Them and Washington State. Hey, Wade, I talked about you earlier. I think but there's a lot to that story. FSU does not suck, but I'm getting to that in a little bit. I come in for a chill chat and we go football for about 34 minutes. That's awesome, hey. But you guys, thank y'all for listening. And the non-football people, we will get to some non-football people stuff soon. But I'm going to get back on that point. But Wade, I think you mean Florida here. I didn't really care because they're losing half their friggin' roster again. They need to change coaches. But Wade, let me get back up. I think you went to this game up here, didn't you? Let's see. Get here. Right here. This is the game here. Cal, Texas Tech at the Independence Bowl. That was in Louisiana. Is that the game? Yeah. I know. I said, because I wanted to ask you questions. Yeah, he had that big year, and then Rutgers blew it against Cincinnati. Exactly. Yep, you remember. But yeah, it was it was so cold, and Cal stunk so bad, dude. I could have told you that. Why did you go to the game? Because I know somebody else that went from Texas, so I could see. But what got you to go to that game? So in this game, see, California only scored 14 points right at the beginning. Well, I tell you what, this Cal had more offense than it did in the first game of the season against Auburn. So, and then you got, it's not bad statistically for the game. Texas Tech did pretty well in there. So Wade, any memories from this game? But yeah, it was interesting to see receiving yards. Yeah, Coy Eakin had 106 for Texas Tech. Oh, Colorado, we're predicted to go, and it was 8 hours drive away. Oh, so did you buy your tickets ahead of time? Oh, got you. Got you. Well, and so at that point, you were stuck with it. All right. Well, no, you said it was cold and Cal stunk. I would never go watch a damn cold Cal Bear game. They suck. I've seen enough West Coast football to know that they suck. You should have seen when they played Auburn. Yep. Okay, got it. All right. It's one of those you buy early because of projections. All right, gotcha. I understand that. Also, we're looking at funny names here. We got okay, and it's the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl game. Not just the Sun Bowl, but we got it. They're great. This game was not great, you know. You got an Oregon State team that lost its coach, depleted roster. So, oh, which one? Which coach are you related to? That's cool. That's interesting to know. So, of course, Oregon State dropped a deuce there on that one. Clemson beat Kentucky in a dramatic game here at the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl, 38-35. Look at 28 points in the fourth quarter. Wow. What a collapse by Kentucky. A team that thought they had done something by crushing Florida. Memphis beats Iowa State 36-26 in the Liberty Bowl. Then we get to the, oh, shit. What the Samson hell? What? This is how out of college football I was. This is, folks, like I told you, I took a little break, but what the freaking hell? I'm speechless. I saw the tweets. I saw Facebook. I've got Seminole fans. I saw what was being said at halftime. But dear God, how is that possible? How is that possible? Wow. 63-3. I'm just, they so bad they had a third quarterback throw a pass for Georgia. Oh my gosh. I mean, at least you would have thought FSU's defense would have done something. Just this, hey, Shock sounds, yeah, I'm like, I hate FSU. But it goes back to what last Son of K was saying with what he was talking about, how things in the NFL contributed. See how big the draft college football season expansion has led to NFL bidding from all. Yeah, and hey, don't feel bad about the rant. I'm ranting right now. This is, and I'm going to say this is fucking embarrassing for college football. And yes, I use the F word for emphasis added. And no damn way should a fifth-ranked team in a game like this ever lose like this to anybody else. This is just, really, it's bastardized the game of college football. Why bother going, as an FSU fan, spending the money to go to the Orange Bowl? Guess what, folks? Wes Cagle, you said this is one of the big four. Guess what? This is probably one of the most expensive tickets to get. And look what these people had to sit through because half the roster didn't play. So that's why, I say, don't say that they suck. But when your starting quarterback is hurt and out, Then your other guy decides to get a portal because the school has been recruiting and apparently pulling in the Oregon State quarterback. Why is he going to be loyal to the program? And then everybody else, the wide receivers, all the this is an embarrassment to college football. This sucks. Exactly. It's like a college team played a high school team. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And Wade, that's true. You're right. The Bama beat Georgia head to head. That's fine. They should be fourth. Hey, at least it was decent if it wasn't cold. Oh, for the bowl. Yeah, you had a decent game compared to this. This is just embarrassing for, oh my God. Yep. Their star receivers are not playing. See, even Ladd McConkey played. Okay, they did not play Brock. Okay. They did not play Brock Bowers, though. Okay. So, well, shit. Sorry, folks, for that rant and rampage. But it's like, that is not what college football should be about, folks. It really should not be about this. There should be a lot better than this here. I'm just like flummoxed by that with what happened with that one. That just is, folks. Sorry, I'm just. So, all right, it's the type of game you expect out of Kentucky football. Yeah, exactly. But hey, at least this time, Kentucky actually played a pretty good game. So, I hate these automatic clips that run. So, I think the missus tried it years ago. I think the missus tried it and she liked it. So, I've not tried it. I'm not a fan of peppermint. So, all right, well, let's go here. Let's see. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, tweet out. If you follow me on Twitter, tweet out the stream. We're going to play a game in a little bit and do some other things. So, but hey, just trying to go like, oh my God, I just still can't believe it. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Ole Miss beats Penn State 38-25. That's more of a decent game. The TransPerfect Music City Bowl. Now the corporate sponsorship. Maryland, the Terps beat Auburn 31-13. And the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl, Wyoming beats Toledo 16-15. How about that? And now we've got the game. Alabama lost to Michigan. That's the next week's game. But oh dear God, folks, I'm just, I used to love college. I used to love the bowl games, and I would watch them. Last year I did a special on all the bowl games. This year I didn't. I didn't because it's just looking at these games, the games suck, the scores suck. In most cases, I mean, like Oregon State is my team. Had a decent year, could have watched them play a big team like Notre Dame, decent matchup. But when you lose your damn quarterback, head coach, your two quarterbacks, your head coach, and who knows what, don't stand a chance. So the Pop-Tart Bowl was funny and cool. Let me see which one. I remember I saw the Pop-Tart, I thought, before. Yes, NC State, Kansas State. Yeah, Kansas State won 28-19. It was a good game for the most part, most of it. But yeah, last Son of K right here, 63-3 should be a Division I school versus D1A school in the first week or the week 2 of the regular season, not from two big name schools in a bowl game. I agree, especially two top 10. You should not be able to be beat 63-3. I tell you what, it'd be fire my damn coach. I think he's a fraud. Then if losing a few players caused that kind of difference, now maybe Georgia was pissed off. Because I do believe I did read a Facebook post from a friend, this Florida State fan that was saying that very reason that Georgia was running up the score to send a message. But what's the point of running up a score? I mean, damn, they played three quarterbacks. So Corey says that UK at least trying to get better. It takes years if it happens. As there's fun. I will say that UK is a lot better with Mark Stoops. But the problem with Mark Stoops is I don't think he's going to get them where they want to be. He's going to be an 8-4, 9-3 at best type coach. I think sometimes it's just coaching. Like this year, last year they were exposed for not being able to throw at the right times. Will Levis was a top-ranked draft pick for whatever reason, and now this year, they ran against Florida, thought that they were doing a lot, and I don't know. They're trying. I tell you what, if I was a Kentucky football fan, I'd be happy with my coach. I'd like to think Mark Stoops has got tenure. He's been there. He'll have some good. He might even have a 10-2 year 1 year if he can keep things together. But see, like to me at the University of Florida, big state, big school, you don't play for 8-4, 9-3. You play for titles. Yep. No, I agree. They will not, but at least they're getting competitive. As long as you can have something interesting, that's fine. Oh, hey, they had the Bad Boys Bowl, the Bad Boys Mower Bowl. No wonder you must have been gone because I mentioned that one about you too. Nothing shocked me. Well, wait, I tell you what, when I didn't even realize they were playing until I turned it over and saw how bad the score was, and that's how out of it had been because the coach left, starting quarterback transfer portal, and the backup quarterback transferred to Michigan State. So, why bother? All right, so that is it for the update of college football. My overall assessment this year it's really a bunch of bullshit. The only games, and based on the scores that I looked at, the Western Kentucky Old Dominion game was decent, the famous Toastery Bowl. And just because they're low scoring, I don't give it to them. Hell, the Howard FAMU game could have been good. They scored 30 points in the last quarter. Looking at that, just Duke Troy look boring as hell. And just because the score is close doesn't make it a good game. Oh God, Utah Northwestern would be dead. Minnesota Bowling Green was kind of a decent game. Rutgers Miami, that looked decent. Clemson Kentucky was a damn good game. I saw a few minutes at the end. Clemson Kentucky was probably the best bowl game of all of it. So, hey, Liberty sucked. No, wait again. Liberty, it's not that Liberty sucks. Liberty is a smaller school. They are good for what they are and how big they are. They just got overwhelmed by a big school. This is what this whole joke about these mid-major conferences getting in the Power 6 things. They don't always match up. Oregon came in angry. Had Oregon played FSU, had Liberty played FSU, maybe it would have been different. But Corey is in Kentucky. He said they're right. They will never be a top football, but it'd be good for them to not be at the bottom. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. UK was more mid-pack because they're really a basketball school. Kentucky will always be a basketball school with its tradition. But you want a decent football program too. You don't want to be the laughing stock of the league and everything else. So, last son of K said, running up the score in NFL should be no issue. If a pro team can't defend, too bad. Running up the score in college football benefits no one. See, and that's where it comes down to, though. If they can't stop you, though, like the backup and the third string quarterback, why not let them throw the ball? They never get to play. At what point does it become running up score or just kids out there trying to play, and you stop them, I agree. Razzle dazzle, flea flickers and trick plays and stuff when you're up 50 points. Yeah, that's running up the score. But just because somebody's throwing the football, it just depends. But I do agree with it. But then again, people get testy about it in the NFL, but it's playoff seeding, tiebreakers. Yeah, exactly. Little middle pack. And then Wade said, hey, Cal and Texas Tech was fun at the first play, and then they got cold and boring. Yep, that's a big problem is when games slow down and they do get boring. So, all right. There we go. We have that. All right. Glad to have y'all with us tonight. Oh, my goodness. So thank you for being here with me. Like I said, I'm looking at some things, see where I want to go next. Yeah. I'm pleased. This is one of the biggest football discussions I've ever had on a football discussion show, and this is a chill chat. But hey, any other thoughts? Any other ideas? Any other topics? Anything else that y'all might want to actually talk about with tonight? Yep. Yep. In Kentucky, volleyball, baseball, golf, tennis. Yep. The other sports, they've actually had a history of doing something good. So, yeah, definitely a good thing. So I am going to, let's see. Green Lantern's cool. Yep. I know. Green Lantern's cool. All right. Well, I'm going to switch it over now to a game. I'm going to see about playing. Let's see. We'll see about playing. Let me see. I've got to make sure I get this thing on the right side. Hold on. Multitasking, never a good thing. All right. So. All right, I've got this here. Okay, that's good. All right, got that there. All righty. All right, well, let's see what we got here now. I'm actually going to switch it over to a little bit of, I think, Ticket to Ride I'm going to try first before I try, you know what, Axis and Allies, because it's gotten a little bit late tonight. I might try Axis and Allies during the day tomorrow, but we will see what will happen. So let's get back, settle back. We're going to do a little bit of Ticket to Ride, folks. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me. Let's see. I'm just getting everything lined up over here. Get my screens lined up. I'm actually going to put a tweet out too. Oh, we're going with something different. So any other thoughts on the college football though, folks? Like I said, I love talking college football. You got anything else? So, yep. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm having to drink a lot more water tonight after so much talking yesterday. Man. All right. I'm going to do something real quick here. Let me oh gosh. Let's see what this let's see. Let's go here. So anyway, well, thanks for talking so much football with me tonight, folks. Sorry, I have got to learn how to talk and type. I am not one that can do two things at once. As much as I've practiced, as much as I tried to do it, it just ain't happening, folks. It's a curse, So, all right, go in there now. All right, we got that. All right, phase fusion poop shape. I got to see that. Ha ha ha! Oh, so that's what that is. Phase fusion poop shape. I have never seen that before. But hey, it's all good. That is neat, stunning. That is actually kind of cool to see that right there. So, all right. All right, let us go here. Let us, we are going to play a game called Ticket to Ride, folks. I really, I need to see about getting a chess game. It's unicorn. Oh, that's why it's pink. It's unicorn dookie. Gotcha, now, Stunning. Gotcha. So I got you now on that. So we're gonna bring up the stage here. There we go. Hey, I remember to show the game this time. That's a miracle. Well, let me take a look now. This game's 7-7, Texas and Washington. All right, folks. All right. Well, let's see what 2 cards we want to do. Calgary to Phoenix. Let's see. Calgary to Phoenix there. Helena to LA. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I am going to do Helena to LA. No, I'm actually not. This one, I'm going to do this one. I'm going for more points. I'm going to do that one, but I'm also going to do this one to try to build off of it. All right. All right. Those are my cards. Let's go. When you do an actual football panel and for seniors. Yeah, exactly. Well, I tell you what, hey, listen, I tell you what, and this is something cool. It's always cool to be on chat panels and stuff. But I tell you what really helps a lot. It helps a panel discussion a lot, and especially like tonight when I'm solo. You and Wes Cagle and even Wade come in, and Corey, all of y'all threw stuff in about the topic on football. Yeah, to me, you got to have a chat at some point. That's why I thank you guys in the chat for being here and being involved, and because it helps. Otherwise, I only have so much to say, and many times you guys in the chat bring up good points. So that's the thing, is it's good to have people in the chat talking with you. If you have everybody on the panel, nobody watching. If you have all your experts in the panel, there's nobody out in the audience that knows about football, and unfortunately people will get tired, walk off, and get bored. I mean, because at least if you're in the chat talking football, you see other people, you can say hi, and have some fun talking to people, make them not feel so overwhelmed with football. All right, so we need green, purple, or orange to get down to Phoenix. So I need white and black. So I need to focus on white and black at this point. So I am, oh wow. All right. So we're going to go black. We're going to go this one. Wow. Look at all those damn wild cards. So, hey, you're Muslim uncle. Hey, right. So when we're running strange, yeehaw, I don't know. But you know what, Corey, that is very valuable. The stuff that you put in, it's like you said, you pick up some things from where you live within 6. Exactly. You're on the ground. You know the area. It comes up. Your points tonight were wonderfully valid, and I loved having them because they help reinforce what somebody else said. It's always good. So, and you never know. People might take up interest in sports ball too. Who knows? They say they won't, but All right, I'm going to take a couple greens. Start working on that other route. Let me go black. Go green. Crap, I should have gone there. All right, so I'm going black. I'm going black and black here. See, Calgary to Phoenix, I got to start worrying about that. So, but I'm going to go ahead and start this. Montreal to Vancouver, okay. So I am going to go ahead. Well. Actually, I tell you what, I'm going to do this and this. I got 6 there. Take another wild card. All right. Well, I am going to do this here now. Take the white up there. So All right, so I'm going to end up going here. Now try to get that last route. Oh shoot, it popped that up. Calgary, I need purple or orange or green. I'll go green. I've already got that though, at least. So, man, getting tight there. Getting tight. I'm going to have to try to grab that. No, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to try to get a few things here. I'm actually going to take this one here. There you go. All right, we got this here. So, all right. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. I'm going to finish that. Yay, all right. Man, dang, I've actually. Ugh. Crap. All right, woohoo. I will get to finish, and I am not taking new cards. Folks, if you've not seen this game, now that I've gotten both of my cards completed, I can take an extra card and do a route, but I only have 12 train cards left. And I'm up high at this point because any card you do not fill up, then you if you do not fill your card up, then it comes off against you. So really right now it does not matter what I take. Although I'm going to take a wild card just to, I want to try to do a loop right there. Here with these. All right. All right. All right, cool. Because what I'm going to do on my turn, I'm actually going to extend this loop up here. Because I'm going for the longest train route bonus also. Wow. Oh, wow. All right, let's see if we can get these. Yes, all right. I am going to go here. There you go. All right, let's see. Right. Right. Ah, crap. Doesn't matter what I do because I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. Oh, shoot, you bad bozo. Oh, well. All right. Well, it doesn't matter. I got two. I'll end up. See, they had all those train cards and then dump them at the last second. That happens all the damn time. So. Alrighty. We did that. What a route, 124 to 106. So, hey, there's a good one, folks. There's a good one. Hey, we actually finally won one. Yay. All right. All right. Well, let me see what's up with the chat. Let me do this real quick. Let me get something else to drink. It's just going to be really odd not having an SEC team in the championship game, at least one of them. All right. So, yeah, you're a Muslim uncle. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Okay, that. Now, if we get into chats about history and weapons, I can chat about that some. See, that's what I'm hoping in 2024 is to get a little bit more into the Civil War battlefields and stuff that we've done. We've actually visited most of the battlefields up in Kentucky. We've been at Perryville, Munfordville, Richmond, Mill Springs, and a couple other maybe not as well-known sites up in Kentucky, which honestly, until we drove up there, I did not know that there were so many battles in Kentucky for the Civil War. I knew about Perryville, but some of the others did not know. So, last son of Kate says, it's okay, Corey. I only follow college football like I do because I get too emotionally invested in pro football. Well, I do like my college football, and I get emotionally invested in college football. But NFL, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, but it's like, they use the who knows who knows with NFL these days in Dallas. I don't know. I don't think they'll ever win another Super Bowl with Jerry Jones. Hope I'm wrong. Hope it can be this year, but I still think they keep choosing the wrong quarterbacks. Anyway, but well, I was like that when I lived in Detroit about the Red Wings, and I moved to small Kentucky, 40, 60 miles away from everything, over 20,000 people. Yeah, we got lost in, well, we didn't really get lost. We ended up one time in Kentucky where we were headed up to Florence, Kentucky, up 75. And then what happened was that they, going up 75, then we had to roundabout our way around off the interstate because there's a big wreck and traffic wasn't moving. We ended up going off some side roads. I will say, never trust the GPS in Kentucky. Always have a paper map with you. We managed to our GPS finally helped us get where we were, but once it tried to take us off the roads where there was no road before, and fortunately we said, this ain't right, went back, but then we took another look, kind of okay, made a turn, and we ended up going down these really teeny small roads. Then locals were doing like 50 miles an hour in their pick-em-up truck and stuff. It was like crazy fast they drove on this little road, and it was like straight down on the edge, and it was great to hear the missus recount the story. And then finally we saw a little faint yellow on the road where we turned onto. We're like, great, we got civilization somewhere nearby, because we could see faint road markings. And then finally we pulled up to a place that had a train trestle and a flashing yellow light and an abandoned building, which was in Sadieville, Kentucky. And once we got to Sadieville, then we were like, okay, where are we and how do we get to where we're going? And we got back to 75, continued north. But yes, yeah, we learned that GPS is trash here in Kentucky. And honestly, our tour up in up the Rockies and stuff, up to Yellowstone and all, that you cannot trust the service up there all the time. That's why when we took the trip, we did have paper maps for everywhere, just as a backup. So, you like teams like Bama and Michigan, but it won't break my heart if they lose. Even losing a championship, your Pro teams did at one point. Yeah, Perryville. Yeah, not when they do the cannon duels. That would be awesome to see, especially as wide open as that battlefield is. That would be cool. With the rolling hills and you have the space. That's one of the reasons why my kids got special treatment by touring the Western battlefields there's been a lot less human incursion on those battlefields in the West, and they're much more where they undeveloped around it. Most of the ones in Virginia and up the East Coast, many of them are built right in the middle are now right in the middle of cities. So all right, that's okay. Says, but Corey Cochran, I'm old enough to be called a long-suffering Red Sox fan because I was a fan long before the '04 World Series. But New England's championship success in the 20 years has made his love wane. That's an interesting point, though. That's an interesting point right there, and could be a topic for a discussion one day. But with more people, is that does the fact that you win a lot of championships dim your view of a sport or an activity? I mean, does it become so commonplace that you're winning championships, you just take it all for granted and don't enjoy the sport anymore? So, about 20 miles from what? From you or from where? But yeah, Perryville. It was a great battlefield. I know that we loved that one a lot. Let's see what we got here. All right. Just double checking a few things we got here, folks. So, hey, we are having not in any rush. Guys, like I said, if there's anything y'all want to talk about, is there any things you think we could have some fun with? Now, let's talk about it. We just did some Ticket to Ride where I had probably my easiest 20 miles, yep, from your home. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Oh, man. I will tell you, my eyes have watered a lot today. You know, just trying to recover from staying up so late last night. But I ended up making it to what? Was it 3 o'clock in the morning, a little after 3? So I probably made it. I was probably up almost 24 hours. I probably made it up about 23 and a half hours. It was close, but hey, a lot harder this time than the other 2 times. But I'm looking at, not cry. I'm not cry. There's no crying in YouTube. There's no crying in YouTube. It's just crazy. Yeah. But hey, yeah. And I tell you what, tomorrow, many people go back to work tomorrow. So in the U.S., so it's going to be a hard time for a lot of people. Mine will be Wednesday because I am actually off tomorrow. So I'm happy. I'm happy about that. So, you go have a good cookout at the battlefield 2 or 3 times a year. Yeah, that's what a lot of those national park. Now that's a state park. I know that that's a state park, not a national park. But so many of those parks, they developed them to the point where you can have family outings and stuff like that at them. It's really, really cool. Let's see. When a team doesn't spend long stretches in lofty air, it's easier to tolerate failures. But after such greatness, when they suck hugely. I got so many quotes. You guys, Wes Cagle, Castle, or Snortopoopas, you guys have got to get together on all those quotes and compile a list. If y'all could do that, that'd be cool. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen quotes, Dad Man 2023 or something. But let's see. So how's it? I guess being a Patriots fan and all that. Is that part of why you don't enjoy the pro game anymore? Is it that it's been so easy to win and that now it's harder to take the failures because they've proven how successful they could be? Yeah. Exactly. That is a big battlefield out there. It is huge, and there's no way to see all of it. And yeah, the 20-30% is probably the parts that's marked and in the guide and stuff like that. Yeah. I like to go see the whole damn thing. So, but if it's, well, Washington is leading 14-7 over Texas with about 11, just under 12 minutes left in the game. I mean, the first half. Man, looks like we have a turnover on a muff punt. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Washington return muffs the punt. Texas in great field position and a chance to tie the game up. So makes it a lot easier for them. All right. So we shall go. See, I want most over the years, all I got trail. I want most of it over the years. It all got trail. They keep cut for you, but most don't hike it. Yeah. Well, the other thing is you do not want to walk off in the higher grass and stuff because that's one thing in a lot of those areas are ticks. I mean, I've even heard about ticks like at Gettysburg. So, and that's a lot more traveled battlefield. Not easy to win, but yes, proven that they are so much better that when they play like crap. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when they play like crap, you don't want to watch it. You're so used to the. Oh my gosh, these are horrible cards. Well, let me take the highest point value, so we'll do what we can. That sucked. This is gonna be a quick one. Well, I'm probably going ticks and snakes. Exactly. Exactly. Just anytime you think there's no snake, there will be snakes. So anyway, all right. Let's see here. Let me do something real quick. Let's see. Yeah. All righty. All right, here we go. All right, so we got Chicago to New Orleans, green, pretty much green, and New York to Atlanta. No, basically green and orange or black is what I need. Well, let me go. All right, not good. Hmm. We got the black there. All right. Okay. Hmm. Out of an abundance of caution, I'm taking this one right here. Oh, your nieces have the board game version? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm not sure. I think it switched to a different platform, or there's a new version of it or something here. Big news in that part of Kentucky is you got a Drake Steakhouse and a Chick-fil-A in 2023. All right. Woo, 2023 is a good year then. All right. Here we go. Ugh, come on. Well, take that. There's a green one finally. And they took it. Bastards. Yeah, I'm going to do this just because I want to get making that. There we go. Got another green though, at least. So, oh, here, let me get that one there. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Need a little bit of green though. You want to go there? Hmm. There we go. Got that. It ain't worth it much. So, Let's see. Go ahead and take these. Go get the yellows. I think that last might. I want to get the cards there so I can. Because I'm going to try to make, like I said, I'm going to try to make an extended route here. So got that there. I don't like using this on a 2, but you know I need to finish this route because I need to take new cards. Because see, they're at 25, 28 trains left. I've still got 30. I'm making teeny small tracks. So now I'm going to have to take new cards, but I'm hoping I can get something that I can extend this route, make it a really, really long. Let's see. All right, we need another ticket. Yeah, let's get a new ticket. Duluth to El Paso. Yeah, that's going to be a hard one because there's only one. Yeah, that's going to be a hard one. LA to Miami. Yeah, that's going to be hard because of that. Boston to Miami. Need to do that. That's the only one. The other two have too much danger with them. Oh, boy. And take the card. Now we need all those purples back. Well, I need one more wild card or a purple. There you go. All right, we're gonna do this here. We are going to do this. Yellow, I need yellow or red. And all right. Again, see, I'm going to get screwed because, see, I have low points. They're going to win because I have so low points because of those two cards. And just, okay. I need a yellow or, oh, this is getting crappy. Quite literally because I can't get rid of any of my, yeah, finally, geez. So I need to, see, that's what sucks. They got, yeah. Yay, so I will not take another card. See, I got 20 cards. See, that Marge Largesse is a piece of cheese. All right, well, I didn't get a chance to, well, let's see. I didn't get a chance to make it another, because that's my last turn. Yep. Oh, man. Oh, wow. I'm actually surprised. No, the problem is they'd have to get one wrong. No, they didn't. And green had the longer route. Oh, wow. Oh, red. Oh, that's weird. But that, hey. All right. I tied Mary for Marge Lardbutt for second, although they gave me second instead of third. Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and do a rematch there. I'll set that up. But let me go over here, talk to you guys in the chat about, with none of y'all watching, none of y'all watching here. Current score is tied at 14, Texas and Washington. That type of stuff. That's oh, what a game. What a game. I don't know. Who do y'all think is going to win, Washington or Texas in this one? So, yeah. All right. So let's go here to go. All right. Let me get back to you guys here and chat with y'all a bit. Thanks for being here. Definitely a mild Civil War buff, too. Many people forget today the impact of the loss of Jackson on Lee. Gettysburg could have turned out very different if Jackson were there. Very possible. That's always one of those matters for a lot of debate and consideration. What would Lee have done with Jackson at Council instead of Longstreet? Longstreet always more defensive commander versus Jackson, who was known to take chances, take risks. You don't know. I mean, although you do have to realize, though, that Jackson would have been a corps commander like Longstreet would have. Would Lee have relied on Jackson and Longstreet? Would he have relied on Jackson more than Longstreet? Because Richard Ewell is who replaced Jackson at Gettysburg. So very interesting. A lot of fun discussions that you can have with it. What about the way to the right? What about a lot of stuff that could have happened? You don't know. So that was what I love is the terrain, the markings, the history of the area, all that stuff. That is just amazing stuff that's there. So it's really a matter for debate. I think you can have a fun debate with it. So yeah. So it's all good. It's a matter of debate. Scholars disagree. The only problem is they call it. There is a term that I've heard some. There is a term I've heard some historians talk about it, where they don't engage in hypotheticals. It's another word for hypothetical, but they refuse to engage in it. They don't want to be bothered with it. They do not want to deal with it because they don't know. The debate is fruitless, but sometimes they will. It's really interesting to see and fun to debate and try to speculate what could have been. So, in honor of this stream, your Muslim uncle is going to fire up Minecraft. All right. It's my milkshake. Your way across America. Oh, it's my milkshake. I got. That's too funny. Corey's in the area started to become a big liquor store. About 15 distilleries and 8 beer distilleries in his town. A good thing. He's not, but I'm glad that we're only here that only went wet in 2010. Yeah. Many areas were still dry counties and stuff. And not everything was, but was it bourbon is a big thing in Kentucky? So they make bourbon, tequila, vodka, whiskey, rum, and a ton of beer types. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. And yeah, I like the what if type of history. As small things can have a big change. Very possible. You always have to remember that just because something may have changed or there might have been a difference does not mean that it would have changed the outcome or things. But hey, you never know. Lost almost been in a failed charge. Lee has him charged again. Well, and the quote comes down to when Lee asked him to rally his men to form his division, he said, "Generally, I have no division." And after that point, for the rest of the war, they hated each other. Pickett felt like Lee had his men killed. Lee was hard on him, even though he was still in division command around, even at the end of the war. He was hard on Pickett. Like, why is that guy still in his army? you kind of wonder why either one hated it. Well, I can understand why Pickett may have disliked Lee, but you did not badmouth Robert E. Lee. Pickett, though, I could see why Lee kind of probably viewed him as not doing his duty properly. Very possible. So, yeah. Used to be really passionate about sports, dealing with their mom's real life health problems. It's just been being able to be that, invest in trivia stuff and attraction. I understand very, it's interesting how life helps you put things into perspective in many, many ways. So, Corey Cochran said Lee was good, but also very lucky. Yeah, exactly. Lee was good, but lucky. Lee started out really as an engineer in the Army. Many of the forts around the country, the second, they call them the third wave forts. First wave were the original around the time of the Revolution before. Second were after the War of 1812 when, they realized their fort systems were not right. They need to be. The third waves came up after that. And, but as, I need to get back to that video that we did on the One Drive stream and clip out the part with a reenactor from Fort McAllister. Lee had inspected that fort there a little bit, but we saw in a case like Fort Pulaski in Savannah where the rifled artillery from the Union breached the wall in no time, forced to surrender in only a few hours, which would have normally taken days, and exposed on the far side armory and armaments, powder magazines. One hit would have destroyed the whole fort. So, yeah, it is. But I've seen a lot of people write on that, and there's some people that question how many troops actually Pickett had. That there's some speculation that he did not have as many men as what was reported. But the thought of it, yeah, over open field, when you step out, you're under artillery fire. And even then, the Confederate artillery could only get so far, and in spots they had to withdraw from supporting the advance. There was the early days of ground bombardment, like we see in World War II, the invasion. You had the ground bombardment. Well, just because you shoot the cannons does not also mean that your pre-bombardment activities are going to be effective. So, let's see, where are we at now in the game? Oh, it's a commercial. Oh, wow, a new Mayhem commercial. Wow, he's on the tricycle. Wow. Another Mayhem commercial. Wow, there you go. Will they ever get done with the Mayhem commercials? I mean, it's one of those that they actually keep doing. They keep getting the guy to keep making commercials and stuff. It's actually kind of funny, how he is still there doing those commercials. People have asked me if I'm like the wedding one. Like the one where he's at the wedding and he gets he does the wedding and he's the guy like falling backwards, pulls down the all the decorations that hits the car. Hell to you, Dad Man. I'm Dad Man. Long day, long night, and I'm still tired. But hey, wanted to come in and do a few things. CLS Studio, how are you tonight, my friend? Good to see you as always. So we're going to try this game again, and we're going to go ahead and take these two over on this side, see if we can link routes. But hey, hopefully this one goes better. But good to see you tonight, CLS Studio. Thank you, everybody that's here. Tweet it out if you can. It's a Monday night. I think maybe everybody's recovering from a weekend of partying and all kinds of stuff. So glad that y'all are here. We'll stay here as long as my voice holds out. Got my water here. We'll move to something better. Diet Dr. Pepper soon. We went to Texas Roadhouse for dinner. So we had a good night tonight around here at the family. So absolutely a good night. So glad to have y'all with us. The missus doing some of her own stuff over there. I'm doing my stuff here, and wow, I guess the whole thing is today, with it being January 1, I guess Mickey Mouse or Steamboat Willie is all in the public domain now. That's kind of a bizarre thing. I know that people have been talking about that and wailing and gnashing of teeth before it has happened. Of course, Winnie the Pooh a while back went out into the public scope of things, and then we got the horror movie Blood and Honey. That I'm like, Blood and Honey, but it is I don't know. Did anybody see the Winnie the Pooh horror movie? I'm really curious to know if anybody did, because I at one point I wanted to see the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, but then it was like, do I really want to see a childhood treasure like that? Do I really want to see that, like, being in a really bizarre state, a very bizarre, uh, very just not what we expect Winnie the Pooh to look like? I don't know. I don't know. I like horror to some point, but not like that. So, all right, we got Vancouver to Santa Fe, and we got Seattle to Los Angeles. So basically, it's Vancouver. Okay, so basically, let's see. Basically, we want to try to go this way. All right, so we need basically green, purple, and yellow, and maybe black. All right. I'll take a wild card. Let's see, there's a green. Dang it. Why did they take that one single thing there? Let me go green now. Not green like that, but green. All right. We shall see. Is that no, you have not seen it? Or you don't like it? Because I tell you, I saw a image of the Pooh, and it's like, that's not my Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, crap. All right. I'm going to take the wild card there. All right. I'll take the other wild card. All right. So now I need purple. Need purples. Oh, there's a green. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. 2 wild cards. Okay. So we're going to do this here. We're going to get these things made up here. There you go. There. I'm actually. Ah, crap. You bastard. Well, let me get that yellow to finish that route there. Hmm. Okay. Well, let's get these things here. So we completed I got to do the Seattle part. Haven't seen it. Probably never will. Got better things to do. See, Cocaine Bear looked fun. Cocaine Bear looked kind of hokey, kind of stupid, so kind of funny. This just, I don't know. It looks demented. I just, I don't think. Go Kraken. Oh, man. Alrighty. So, and let's, we'll go ahead and take that. Now we will finish the routes. We're actually going to get 2 together here. So we got Seattle to LA on that one. We are going to do, let's see, white. And what do I want to do? Yeah, I'll take that one. All right. Doesn't really matter at this point. So now we're going to go ahead and get this thing here. 13, 9. All right. Well, I am going to take another ticket. We do need a ticket to try to. All right. Winnipeg to Houston, Duluth to Houston, Chicago to Santa Fe. I'm going to try to take this because I want to try to get the route. All right. So I need blue, purple. All right. This is going to be tough, though. This might be tough because they're working on some stuff in there. So, yeah, not what I wanted. Crap. It's going to be a tough one. I got green. Dang it. I need a purple or a wild card. Thank you. At least I have options. I'm going to take this too here. Now I've got options though. See, I can go straight. I can go around. Depends on the colors. Green, blue, purple. White. Why green? Where's all the blue and purple now? Well, there's one of each. Really? Oh, shoot. I know what I need to do. I'm taking this. I'm taking that before I lose that. Need a blue or a. Come on. Crap. Hey, finally. All right. Oh, wow. All right. Well, we got it. We're at 17 cards. See, Marge is actually doing that crap she does again. So I am not taking another card. I am going to protect myself to lose. So I am not going to have good points. So I will probably lose this game again. I will probably lose this thing again. So, all right. But it's okay. I got 16. They got 6. Yeah, I do not want to take another card. So let me see where the best white. I need a 4 play here. Yeah, I said that. There's no 4 whites. There's 3 whites. Well, I'm going to. Oh, I know here. Here, I know what I need to do here. I'm going to take these 2. Hopefully, I can lay 2. See, that's bullshit. That is bullshit with that. Every damn time that they friggin' do that, because I needed that card to extend the route there, but I can't do it now because friggin' jerks. I just. Hey, 10 people watching. Hey, thank y'all. Oh, man. They got some kind of review. I think, yeah. Wow. Are we going to tie again? Come on. Minus. Nope. See, that time I got the longest, but it's not going to be enough. It'll get me in the second place, but it won't be enough to. Oh, see the red? Jeez. All right. Oh my gosh. Hey, at least I won the first one tonight. You know how that goes. It's a good win tonight. So, wow, hour and 45 minutes we've been going. Thank y'all for being here, hanging out tonight. Just a regular old chill chat. If y'all got anything you want to talk about, anything happened, anything good today. We actually had dinner tonight, and we went to Texas Roadhouse. The court had those great rolls and stuff that they have there. We actually had the onion appetizer, the bloomin' onion type thing. We had a lot of different things that we had. Gosh, I had a roadkill, which is basically a hamburger, but it had the jack cheese onions and mushrooms on it, and Ang had the grilled chicken and sirloin. Mrs. got a vegetable plate. I don't know, but hey, that's what she wanted tonight. Vegetable plates. So it's interesting place to go. Lots of things. I don't know if you have Texas Roadhouse is near you, but it's really if you ever get a chance to go, it's a good place to go. A lot of good food, a lot of good stuff. Of course, if you like drinking, they got their own share of alcohol and stuff like that. So, things they like any other bar. Um, so home. Ang messaged me. It's so funny. It's like, this thing is. But I will say I am blessed that I have a kid that will ask for permission to do something or buy. It's like, yeah, sure. You always could trust Ang with a credit card. It's like, and so I'm blessed for that. So it's so funny. A lot of times you have to worry about your kids, misuse your credit card or anything like that. We've been blessed. Our kids have been so trustworthy over the years, so it's all good. So when y'all go to steakhouse, what type of steaks do you like? What cuts of meat do you like? Do you like the T-bone? Do you like the ribeye? Do you like what do you like? So oh gosh, even ask how much you can spend. Isn't that cool? But yeah, what kind of steak? Normally tonight I bought cheap. I bought something more affordable. So um, which was the hamburger steak, basically, but they doctor it up and stuff like that. So it's really, really plenty of options. They have fried catfish, but if I want seafood, I'm going somewhere else. Although I will say they have good grilled shrimp. But again, if you go to steakhouse, generally you want steak, right? You don't want chicken, you don't want fish, things like that. But my best, I either like to get the prime rib or a ribeye. And when I really want to eat well, I will buy the bone-in ribeye. So, oh my gosh, cow meat, yes, Santa, Megatron, yes. Was that a Texas Roadhouse or was it just a regular steakhouse you went to? We have one, but the first time we went, the Beatles dropping from the ceiling, and that was the last time we went. Wow, that is unusual. That is very unusual. I mean, at least for the place we go, it's like I've never even seen that in Florida. And Florida is good for having roaches. Does not matter where you are, what you do in Florida, you are going to have roaches. It's a thing. It's no matter, people have to have the house treatments and stuff all the time. But if you don't have roaches in Florida, then you're really, really, really good. So yeah, exactly. And that's kind of why sometimes I tell the family, it's like, screw going to the fast food places. It's so much, you might as well. And you can eat affordably at the bigger restaurants. You can find it. Now you cut out your drinks, maybe don't have dessert. We splurged with the appetizer tonight, but we also bought cheaper meals. There are different things that you can do to try to spread your. Wow, I am surprised by that, your Muslim uncle. I am surprised by that because we've never been to a bad one. Never been to a bad one. So it's like it's wow. They're always clean. They're always good. But hey, it does happen at places. Places will struggle. Places will not have they'll have bad management. So what type of steak do y'all like when y'all eat steak? What type of steak do y'all like? What types of cuts of beef, or how do you like it? You like it like mooing rare, like the missus does? Do you like it like burned to hockey puck, like really well done? You like it in the middle? I mean, what do you personally like? So, mid rare. Oh, no roaches, but beetles. Yeah, there you go. Gotcha. Mid rare. Okay, I agree. I like the medium rare. I'm good. I'm good with the medium rare. You know, it's cooked a little bit more, not warm throughout, but not necessarily. I just I find that I have trouble chewing if it's not cooked enough. I am in a mode of I like uh, I like it cooked a little bit more, but not overdone. So that's how that. So we got this, and so all right, your Muslim uncle, medium rare to medium done. Oh, so you anywhere from medium rare to medium done. So you have a range that's pretty wide. You know, it's always almost from the rare side to the done side. That is interesting. Usually, some people stop at about medium. So so it is very interesting. So yeah, Megatron likes it tasty. Well, of course, that's the thing. Oh, you like it really well done. Wow. Can I ask why? I mean, a lot of times people, and if it's taste, that's fine the way it is. Like with the missus, when we talk about it, she likes hers like where a good vet can bring it back to life because she finds it tastier. But some people may prefer the taste of it when it's more well done. But they may also like maybe it's something with bugs and germs and stuff like that they think that maybe that it's better for the cooking process. You know that they tend to like it's safer or more like less likely to have vermin in it or bugs or salmonella, that type of stuff. But my only thing is don't have rare chicken. Yeah, rare chicken and rare pork are not good things. You want those done pretty well. I always joke with that sometimes to get people's attention when I say they're like the chicken, and I'm like, yeah, can I have it medium rare or have it rare? So it's fun to watch with those. It truly is. Watch the reaction that some people have. You just sit there and shake your head as to how it goes. So, all right, let me see here. We got West Kegel. Yeah, I don't know. You just like char on my meat. See, you can also have it cooked medium or medium rare, but get good char on the outside. A good steak cook knows how to do it right. So that didn't sound right. Yeah, I got you. uh, you can't remember if it was the Texas Roadhouse or Longhorns, but it's been a good while. But it was very good. Medium rare sirloin. Pat of whipped butter, steak and potato with pat of whipped butter. No sauce on it, maybe for an occasional dip. Yeah, exactly. I will tell you one of the reasons why I like Texas Roadhouse over Longhorns or Outback. Longhorns, especially, is famous for using the seasoning on it. Whereas Texas Roadhouse, I think they put stuff, but it's not. It's not the same because when we go to Longhorn, we have to say no seasoning or light seasoning because they're just so busy. So there's just so much in on them with that. So Jess, oh boy, salt and pepper. You know what I use at home? I use salt and pepper. Yeah, salt and pepper. Keep it simple. Um, but yeah, exactly. So you know, it's definitely a good thing to have. Let's see. Let's see. I'm sending something real quick. Um, so I would. Let's see. Yeah. So let's see. Jess, I sent you something. Um, salt and pepper. Yes, salt and pepper is a great thing. I usually just use salt and pepper around the house. That way it doesn't get too much, because see, what we've had at Longhorn before, is that they use so much of the seasoning, it overpowers the taste of the steak, and it becomes spicier, or it's not what you lose the feeling of the steak. You end up with something completely different, but with the way they use their sauces. So that's why I don't. Uh, that's why personally I do not like the steaks where they overdo it, where they put the seasonings and stuff on like that to that point. So I am going to come back to this in a second, Jess. Um, oh God, I know about salmon. I hate salmon, and I will tell you about one of the things is because my uncle asked, what about open flame wood plank cooking, like with salmon? See, I've had it before at places like the wood plank. I don't think it really added much to it, but I know what will add when you mistake grills, whether it's accident or on purpose. When you have a salmon prepared on a steak grill, like this instant, when you order a steak, medium rare, you go in, you take a bite in it, it tastes like damn salmon. There's nothing more horrifying in the whole world. And they cooked salmon on the steak grill, and all that smell got into the meat. And so they replaced it and all that stuff too. So honestly, I hate salmon. I like open flame cooking better than pan. Unfortunately, I have to do pan because I don't have a gas grill. Um, but yeah. So it's I like the open flame. I think you get a better char, more natural char. Um, so uh, that's why grills are better. I think actually charcoal grills are better than gas grills for certain meats. So, so um, where we go with this? So we got that. Let me finish with the food cooking. It was a salt and pepper with pat of whip on a steak. Oh, a pat of whip on a steak. Not okay. What the potato salad was? I gotcha. Exactly, and I agree with that, Corey. That's a great assessment right there. It's good basic steak, cracked pepper is most what add without you asking. Exactly, and it's a simpler steak, and that's why I think the other two chains like go out of their way to make it so frou. They end up just messing up the meat. A good steak should sing itself. We have a rule too that if the missus has to add ketchup or steak sauce, then it's ruined. You shouldn't have to cover a good piece of meat in the sauce. So, but yeah, with that, Justin, with this question, how do you feel about Florida State starters opting out? Let me do something real quick. I want to double check the numbers here real quick, because I know some Florida State fans that were not happy with that against Georgia. So, wow. Okay. My son Kay said, I've been to enough seafood shacks on Cape Cod that I never go to a steakhouse for fish. I want beef at a steakhouse. Exactly. So that's true. So okay, the FSU players that skipped out on the bowl, and of course you got a young quarterback with no experience. That's the quarterback. Now he's got to fight off. Well, like I said, FSU, their regular backup became the starter due to injury, was going to be the starter. He entered transfer portal because they were going to bring out the quarterbacks in, and they eventually did from Oregon State. So that's one more thing that you have to deal with that. Use campfire on the grill as covered as much as a gas grill, with the grill over it as much. Yeah, okay. Wood fire, but the wood fire is better. Let's see. Yeah, trading touchdowns. Yeah, I might if I'm done here, I'll probably turn around and I might just get in bed and watch that. It sounds like it's a good game. What the heck? I don't know what. Yeah, tied at 21. Should be tied at 21 going into the second half. That's a good thing. That's a good game. Actually, the first game was good too. Last year, I think one of the early games was not a good game. If the cut of steak is good, there's no need for any other things outside of pepper or grilled onions, mushrooms, fry, and the steak drippings. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You're right with that. So, all right. There you go. To Jess's question here. And that's okay. Feel free to chime in, ran away again if you want to. Florida is a state. FSU made. Let's see the article. So, actually, apparently there was a threat of a lawsuit since they did not get in the playoffs. So, wow. It's already dumping. At least 23 Seminoles. Wow. Did you hear this, last son of K? Have you been to a Brazilian rotisserie restaurant? No, I haven't. Is that like the Texas, Brasilia did Texas, or Texas did Brazil? Those type of restaurants? I mean, that's the only chain name that I can think of. Is that like a Brazilian steakhouse? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah. The only time that could happen, I will say, Corey, in a serious way, if the people have to watch their diet for medical reasons and they're going with people, then you might have people like that may have to get seafood or possibly. I will say I'm more forgiving of the people that get seafood than the people that get chicken. I mean, it's hard to find seafood, especially good, anywhere than the chicken. Everybody's got chicken. But yeah, burgers, chops are good alternatives when I don't want a steak. Or like I said, I had a basic hamburger, but it was dressed up with jack, cheese, onions, and mushrooms tonight. So, oh man, so it was a good kind of, yeah. Let's see, yeah, if it's a good cut of beef, why spoil the flavor of the meat with sauces and ketchup? Absolutely. So, and the commentators were talking about how they need reasons for these kids not to opt out and play. Some sort of reward with how many there are. They're going to have to do something, because last Sunday Kay and I were talking about that earlier, about how bad the damn bowl system has become, which is what a lot of people thought with the introduction to the playoffs. But now it's not just the playoff system making the bowls irrelevant. You're getting all these no-name teams that have never been before, which is not bad per se. But why are you going to just spend $50 for a game with Utah State and somebody else? That's the problem. The cost for the matchups are not value added. But about this game, Georgia Miami in the Georgia FSU in the Orange Bowl, 23 players skipping. 23 folks. Usually you have about 80 players on a travel squad. You might have 100, maybe a little over 100 on the roster, but that's including a bunch of walk-ons that never play. That type of thing. This is how bad it is. So, oh yeah, so Brazilian places, they keep bringing the main meats to the tables and do a buffet for the sides. Oh, that's interesting. I have to check with the missus about doing that. We'll have to do that one time. But we'll have to plan ahead when we can go hungry. We do not want to eat a lot that at night when that happens. So, hold on a second. I had to take medicine. Well, that's interesting. All right. I will have to talk to her about trying that. Exactly. Yep, Michigan and Alabama went to overtime. Michigan won. Yeah, hell of a game. We actually started just before they finalized. Country fried steak, country fried chicken. I can get. Okay. So now I got to ask you, Corey, do you like a brown gravy or white gravy? I don't like white gravies. I will take a white gravy like a sausage gravy over biscuits, like a sausage gravy over biscuits, but I just don't like the white gravies. I like a good country brown gravy. That's me personally. So, all right, back to the question. 23 Seminoles made the decision not to play in the Orange Bowl. 9 players opting out to declare for the draft. 14 who have entered the transfer portal. One of those was Tate Rodemaker, who was the quarterback against Florida. 20 big name Keon Coleman was one of their big wide receivers this year. Johnny Wilson was also their top 2 receivers are gone. Jaheim Bell, a tight end. So their top 3 receivers are all declared for the NFL draft. How about that? So, wow. And then the backup quarterback, AJ Duffy, transferred. So they got this kid that had never started a college game playing against Georgia. Go figure, you know? So, and everybody knows Georgia has a badass defense. You know, it's really sad that the kid was put in that kind of situation, and the coaches probably did the best that they could. But then again, what about the defense? Well, let's look. There's 2 quarterbacks, 3 wide receivers, 3 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 4 offensive linemen. And here's they had 10 players on defense out, 4 to the NFL draft, and the remainders to the let's see, wait, the 5 to the NFL draft and 5 to the transfer protocol. Apparently, FSU also declared that they would claim national title if it wins the Orange Bowl. Oh, well, no question. Will FSU claim national title if it wins Orange Bowl and is the lone unbeaten? Wow. It just, it is very sad. I will tell you, though, Jess, I had Seminole fans down here that went on to Facebook and they were upset. And the whole system and things like that. They lost all their players off the roster, and instead of of course they're still unhappy with what happened with the decision about the playoffs settings. Well, you couldn't keep Alabama out. I'm sorry, you couldn't keep an Alabama team out, and honestly, you couldn't keep a Texas team out. What happened was that Washington went undefeated. Michigan went undefeated. You're always going to get a Big Ten team in there. They've been trying to get a Pac-10 team in there forever. They finally were able to do it because the Pac-10 team finally did not lose. So then you're going to have an SEC team somehow, which had to be Bama after they beat Georgia because they're the conference champions. You take a Big 12 Texas or you take an ACC undefeated. To me, you take the Big 12 Texas team. Forget FSU. They play in a weak conference, and look at all the intangibles. So it's really silly with what really what's happened. But I if I was a Seminole fan, I wouldn't blame them. I'd be pissed. Like I said, I got plenty of Seminole fans that are that. It's been going to showing commentators that were at the earlier game talking. It's weird seeing the field goals on the field folded in half down. Yeah, it's always kind of cool. So seeing things like that. So, all right. Last son of K, it might take, if the bowl games weren't just cash grabs for the schools, maybe the players would actually want to play and help the draft stock. The last player that I've seen that actually played when they did not necessarily have to in a bowl game was Dan Mullen's first year at Florida. And I'm really sad. I know Mullen kind of checked out. I know there were issues, but still, I'd take him any day. He was a brilliant offensive mind, and I think he'd have turned the ship around. But they panicked, bitched, and ran off and hired a coach that has no, God, is dead on the sideline. And he can't keep the players he's recruited now. Trevor Etienne, my favorite Gator player, is gone now. Why? It just makes no sense. But to your point, though, just, it was God. It was a defensive back for the Gators, and I saw his name the other day. Chauncey Gardner was a safety was a safety for the Gators. He played in the Peach Bowl against Michigan, and he actually came out with 2 picks. Really improved his draft stock by playing. Now maybe they should do some cash incentives or something to help that, or like extra insurance or something for the one game. I don't know, but it's getting ridiculous with all these players opting out for both the draft and for the transfer portal. Well, transfer portals, I could say they're going somewhere else. They're making a decision that they're going elsewhere. But how do you keep them if they want to go somewhere else? Whereas the ones sitting out because of the draft, that is where you lose your depth of your competition, of your talent on the field. That people are paying to go to see these games. These games are not cheap, even at the little games. So anyway. All right. Hey, we talked a lot of football today. That's cool. Yeah. I'm like you, Corey. Brown. Give me a brown gravy. Forget that white stuff. You can eat a little everything cooked instead of ordering just a meal plate. And you can stop anytime you had enough. Oh, that's cool. Supposed to be white of country fried. Yeah, I think so, but I don't like white. I want a brown gravy. So Corey says only brown with anything country fried. If they can't do that, well, they're no way they do the steak. Well, I find, yeah, exactly. Some of us don't like white gravies. It's a texture. There's something with the texture and the taste that is not the same as the brown gravy. And because I like my brown gravy. Now, the one exception of a white sauce, white gravy is sausage gravy, because it comes out white and it's got the sausage put in there. So. Corey said he can't do seafood here in Kentucky as I got used to it fresh out of boat. Yeah, because I love, I don't know what you think about the people in Knoxville, Corey, being from Kentucky, but I'll tell you what, they got a commercial up there about one of their food stores, and it's like fresh. Yeah, it's all fresh, talking about the seafood, fresh off the boat. And I'm like, you're in frickin' Tennessee. How the hell can you get fish and seafood fresh off the freaking boat in Tennessee? I mean, the implication being like mahi, cod, that stuff, not like river catfish. It was like, I don't buy that. So, and the S7K saying true Corey Cochran seafood is truly the best when fresh caught. Hits all the shacks on Cape Cod. Red Lobster sucks. The other day, a couple weeks ago, when the Miss and I did the beach video, we had dinner at a restaurant right by the beach, and I'll tell you what, the best cod we ever had. It was fried cod, marvelous stuff, and very wonderful. So very, very wonderful. All right, Corey Cochran. Most come down with white or brown, the better. And if they mess up on the brown gravy, they will not steak well. Okay. Jess was talking with her uncle about that. He talked about how that one year USC had a USC QB who was supposedly really great opted out. Backup went in, never playing as good, screwed that QB draft odds. Yep. Yeah, you never know. But see, a couple years, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, Ole Miss had a quarterback that got hurt, a foot injury in the bowl game, which I think still drafted high, but still may have affected them too. Real big difference if it's right off the boat. New Jersey got good seafood in a few spots. That's interesting. No, there are white gravies down here. They like to put a white gravy on a lot of our country stuff down south here. So, but I try to get brown where I can. Yeah. Okay. Cracker Barrel is good. Yeah. I refuse to eat farm fish if I can. I just want sea. I want it from the sea. Because if I understand it, I guess you can have farm trout and stuff like that, but I refuse to eat tilapia. It's not a real fish. I just refuse to eat that. No. If you like it, you like it. That's cool. That is cool if you do like it. So, well, hey, it's a great night. Thank y'all for being here tonight and hanging out with me a bit. Where it's almost 11 o'clock on the East Coast of the USA. Thanks. Let's see. I'm going to see what it says. Comment here. Let's see. Inland freshwater fish are great on an individual basis. Caught fresh and cooked at home. Seafood is definitely better in there at the coast. So, hey, absolutely, it really is. It really is. Yep. 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 So, so, um, hey, well, we're going to go ahead and I think I'm going to call it for now for a little bit. I need a break. I'm going to take a break. If I decide to go live for another game, I'll do it. If you guys are still around, we got 80 y'all still here with us tonight. We gone about 2 hours, 16 minutes, and on top of yesterday's 23-hour marathon, it was a wonderful experience. Glad to have everybody here with us for that. But for now, I'm going to go take another break. I'm going to have a drink, see if I feel like doing anything later. Could be Fortnite, could be, I don't know. See if I can wrestle up some of the posse. If not, I may just take a break tonight. I do have tomorrow off, so that's a good thing. So I may be doing stuff during the day around the Mrs. schedule, but make sure you get to Mrs. schedule tomorrow. Jess, are you able to put the Mrs. link for tomorrow out in the chat for me? Because I can find it, but I'm not sure that you might be faster than I if you have your stuff ready. So, but yeah, hope y'all definitely. If you've not tried the Mrs. If you have not tried the Mrs. Shows out in the morning at 9 a.m. I hope that you do. I hope that y'all. Oh, you did. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See it, the Mrs. Dadman show. Thanks. Hey, you're welcome, my son. Okay, I had really enjoyed the college football talk. We will be having some sports soon, and I hope even if it's pro football, you come in. I know you're not as passionate about it, but we'd love to have people in the chat that helps to. Hey, there you go, Stunning. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Jess, Stunning got it. We appreciated it. Oh, Stunning edited your new video. What have you posted it? What is it about, Stunning? And there's the actual stream link. Here's the Mrs. channel link. Thank you both for putting those out there. The channel link, go sub to the Mrs. too if you can. Appreciate it. She's trying to grow it. And there's the actual live stream. When she talks, her morning music with Mrs. Dadman, you get your daily dose of positivity to start off the day. Check it out. Have some fun with it and stuff. Yes, I got you. Hey, Jess, I wanted to stream. You did good. I love that. Thank you for checking for it. So y'all got both of it, and I appreciate that. Your 2023 collection tour overview, just net rendering now. All right, well, make sure you put it on Twitter, and we'll share it out when it's ready. But good luck. Yeah, that rendering can take a while, as we find it. No, that's what makes the live streams easier. Just go put them out there, as long as you don't have to edit them or something. They're there. If you make the videos, then you got to do it. Or if you have to edit a live stream, it gets to be a nut job. But hey, on that note, everybody, y'all have a great night. And if I don't see you again, have a great night. See you at the Misses in the morning. And, if I see you again later, make sure you're follow me on Twitter at DadmanWalking55. Get your notifications on Twitch and YouTube for whenever we go live. And you have a good night. We'll catch you later. Bye, all.